Okay, we are now on the record for Tuesday morning's criminal docket for September 28th, 2021. And I'll begin with quick announcements, and I'll start with Attorney Jorge Ortegon.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning, sir.
Here on two cases. The first one is number 83 on the court's criminal docket, CR 20-02950I, Judge of the State of Texas versus Roberto Carlos Santana. Yes,
Okay,
present.
and Mr. Santana's present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I do see him. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this one, we do need a little bit more time. We have reviewed discovery, Judge. However, we are in communications with each other with how exactly we want to approach this case, Your Honor. I believe second setting, Judge, so we would respectfully request a little more time at this time, Your Honor.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, can you give me a report on Mr. Santana?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Okay. Ms. Castaneda, please tell Mr. Santana that he's doing much better since his last admonishment and for him to continue with his 0 violations.
Mr. Santana ha estado haciendo muy bien desde la última vez, so continúe lo que está haciendo.
He's on mute. Let him know
Tiene
he's
su
on mute.
bocina apagada.
Disculpe. Okay, that's okay.
Okay. Okay, and Mr. Ortegon, how much time are you requesting, sir?
We should, 30 days should suffice on this one, Your Honor.
Okay. I have November 2nd, but are
That-
you asking for another status or for a plea date?
Another status, Your Honor, November 2nd.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Santana know to return on November 2nd at 9:30.
Señor Santana, su próxima corte es el día 2 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Muchas gracias. ¿Sería
Thank
todo,
you.
señorito?
So número de, asking for his phone number.
¿Qué es su número de teléfono?
1956-309-9247.
956-309-3247.
Okay,
9247, sorry.
I'm sorry, 9247.
Yes.
okay, let him know that he is excused.
Mr. Santana se puede retirar.
Muchas gracias. Buenos
Thank you.
días.
Okay, Mr. Ortegon, your next case?
It is number 71 and 72, CR 20-02651I and CR 20-0 versus Julio Reyes. He is also on as well, Your Honor.
Okay, and where is Mr. Reyes?
Mr. Reyes, I saw that he was. I believe.
Okay, I do see him now. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, on this case, we have, well, we're in the process of, they were just returned, but we're getting that fixed right now, filing motions to suppress on both cases, Your Honor. So if we can get a setting for motion to suppress at this time, Your Honor.
Okay. Let him, on your motion to suppress, when you file them, on your order setting hearing, I need for you to indicate whether, if it's virtual, you have to have the waiver of confrontation clause in there, and if it's in person, you need to indicate it's in person, okay?
Absolutely, Your Honor. We'll go ahead.
Okay, and how much time do you need in order to file those motions to suppress?
We're today, Your Honor. So, like I said, they were filed this morning, but they were returned. I got with my paralegal and, told her to fix whatever it is she needs to fix. We'll have to get a waiver of confrontation filed with this honorable court, Judge. So I can have those filed by the end of the day. I'm sure the state's going to ask for, at least 2-3 weeks to subpoena their officers. I believe there was more than one on this case, Judge.
Okay, so on your order setting hearing is the only place you need to indicate of the waiver of confrontation.
Absolutely.
So that's fine. Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Reyes's device?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Here, whether he said he had insurance for his vehicle or not.
Okay, so I'm getting some feedback from somewhere. Okay. So,
I apologize. I'm in another court. Let me go ahead and
okay. Mr. Reyes, what is your phone number, sir?
289-6441.
Okay, sir. Continue the good work on your device, okay? And
Yes, ma'am.
we'll see you at your suppression hearing, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it will be given once I file the order setting hearing?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely, Your Honor. Thank you so much.
Okay, anything else?
No, Judge, if it is in person, I'm assuming that's going to take a little bit longer than if we do it on Zoom. Is that correct, Your Honor?
Yes, the in-person, we are working on getting a date in December to do all the in-person motions to suppress that we can fit in one day.
I'll discuss that with my client, Your Honor. We'll definitely indicate that in our motion.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Your Honor. May I be
All right.
excused?
Yes, you may. Thank you. Okay, Attorney Kelly McInnes.
Good morning, Judge. I'm here on docket number 36 and 37, which are CR-16-14095-I and CR-18-07042-I. State versus Priscilio Herrera. Mr. Herrera is present online, Your Honor, under the mark with EAH as his username. And Judge, this is one where we were in the process of getting the ADR application filed, and we did that. We finally got everything together and did that. So we're hoping to get a DWI court.
Okay, and Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. Herrera?
Judge, he has a device, interlock device with Guardian, and there's no violations.
Okay, hold on. I'm getting some feedback from somebody. Okay, I'm sorry. He has his interlock with Guardian and what?
And there's no violations, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Herrera, what is your phone number?
My apologies, Your Honor. He's going to need an interpreter.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask Mr. Herrera for his phone number?
Mr. Herrera, ¿qué es su número de teléfono?
379-1407.
379-1407.
Okay. And so, do you know more or less, Mr. McInnes, how much time they're going to need to review his application?
I would think 30 to 45 days, Judge, should be enough time.
Okay, let's come back on November 18th at 9:30 and see if they've already accepted him by then.
Very well, Your Honor. That's all I have before the court this morning. May my client and I be excused.
Yes, you may, Ms. Castañeda. You can let him know to return on November 18th at 9:30.
Mr. Herrera, su próxima corte es el 18 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Thank you, Judge. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Savannah Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge. I'm sorry, let me move my other Zoom. I have numbers 28, 29, 30, and 31, all same defendant, Ray Anthony Gutierrez. Mr. Gutierrez, please unmute yourself and turn on your camera.
Hello?
There we go. Take off your cap.
Take off your beanie. Okay. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, on this one, we have received an updated recommendation from Ms. Guerrero. I think what's likely one that we're going to follow. Mr. Gutierrez is currently working out of state, doing seasonal farm work. He will be back, Judge. My understanding is in November. Is that correct, Mr. Gutierrez?
Yeah, and sometime in November, I should be back, hopefully, God
Okay.
willing.
Judge, we're asking if the court would consider resetting this matter to late November, early December. He is going to need to submit to, I believe it's another screening before we can proceed with that plea.
Okay. Does he have a device?
He does not, Judge. These are all drug-related offenses. He was previously placed on a drug patch for upwards of 6 months before the case was transferred to court 2. I'm sorry, from court 2. He had been in compliance and the court subsequently ordered its removal.
Okay. All right, then, come back on November 30th. and let's
Velasquez, Your
see
Honor.
if you're-
Your Honor, this particular case, the victim,
Okay. Let's come back on November 30th at 9:30. And if for some reason you have all the paperwork in by that time and you need to be changed to the plea docket, just let us know.
Absolutely. Judge, I believe that's all I have this morning, along with Mr. Gutierrez. May we be excused?
Yes,
Thank you, Judge. Have a nice day.
likewise. Thank you. Attorney Greg
Thank you,
Lopez?
Judge.
Judge, good morning. I have State of Texas versus Brian Chacon. That is number 9 and number 10 of the court's docket.
Okay, that's CR 19090969-I and CR 18020111-I. And is Mr. Chacon present?
Yes, ma'am. I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Mr. Lopez?
Your Honor, we're currently discussing disposition of these cases with the district attorney. We don't have an agreement yet, but there's been an offer, there's been a counter offer. If I could have a setting in maybe 30 days, see if I can get these cases disposed.
Okay, so then did you already receive an answer with respect to the PTD application?
The PTD application, DWI court were both denied, Your Honor.
Okay. Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have an updated report on Mr. Chacon?
Judge, report for the last month, he had 2 late tests, Judge. He does have his mobile device with Lifesaver. And he also did make his payment, his donation to MAD in the amount of $200 on September the 13th.
Okay. Mr. Chacon, why are you still testing late?
It's because I work a lot. I know it's not no es una excusa, pero ya no voy a tratar de que se me pase ninguno.
Ms. Castaneda, can you translate, please?
It's not, I work a lot and it's not an excuse, so I'm gonna try not to be late anymore.
Okay, let him know that if he needs to work on his testing windows, that he needs to get with Ms. Soto and she can review his schedule. Because if not, these violations, I'm gonna end up having to look at whether or not to revoke his bond.
Mr. Chacon, necesita hablar con Ms. Soto para revisar sus ventanillas de pruebas. Si no, voy a tener que mirar en cómo revocar su fianza.
Ok, me parece perfecto.
Okay, ask him for his phone number.
¿Qué es su número de teléfono?
956-800-7072.
Okay, so then, Mr. Lopez, right now, you're reviewing offers from the state?
Yes, I already have an offer from the state judge. I've responded to that offer. I'm hoping to obviously get the best result for my client, Your Honor, on these pleas.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, any additional announcement?
Other than the state, Your Honor.
Okay, so how much time are you asking for?
30 days, Your Honor. I think the court had some hearings in early November, I think I heard.
November 2nd at 9:30. If you work it out between now and then, let us know and we'll move them to the plea docket.
Yes, Your Honor, I'll do that.
Okay,
Thank you.
anything else?
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank you.
yes. Attorney Mauricio Martinez?
May I excuse?
Yes, Mr. Chacon, you're excused.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I've got 2 on your docket, number 11, and I think it's 46.
Okay. And the number 11 is CR 21-02620-I. Juan Jesus de Leon. Is Mr. de Leon present?
I saw him on either page 2 or page 3, page 2 on my pages, my camera, Judge.
Okay, Mr. de Leon, unmute yourself and announce yourself, please.
Yes, I'm present.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Mr. Martinez?
Judge, I've been in contact with Ms. Guerrero and the state. They were indicating that he is a candidate for PTD on this case. We were also requesting a copy of his statement of accused. The state was indicating today that the PD does not actually have a video recorded statement, even though it indicated in the office report that he did give one. They do have body cam footage, so we're going to be requesting that.
Okay, and how much time are you requesting?
30 days, Judge. See if we can get I think she says that they do have the DVD available, so I just need to drop off a USB for the body cam.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, can you confirm that there's digital evidence on this case?
Okay, I was in contact with the PD. Unfortunately, that DVD is no longer available. It got lost in their system, so we weren't able to get a copy of that. So and I talked to the investigator on the case. He said he's gonna send me a statement to that effect of why it was lost. So I'm still pending that statement from the investigator.
But Judge, there is a DVD for the body cam that defense counsel can submit a USB for.
Okay. All right, so would November 2nd be enough time, Mr. Martinez?
I think that's fair, Judge. We can definitely get a lot of work done then.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30. And is the person still wanting to move forward, the alleged victim?
Yes, that's correct, Judge.
Okay. Okay, Mr. De Leon, then we'll see you back here on November 2nd at 9:30, sir. And you are excused. Okay, and which other one did you say, Mr. Martinez?
46, Judge.
Okay. He has 45 and 46, right? Jose Armando Lopez?
Yes, ma'am.
CR 21-01876-I and CR 21-01877-I. And is Mr. Lopez present?
I found him on the same page. And he's also a Spanish speaker, Judge.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
I verified with Ms. Guerrero this morning, the felony at intake is still there, Judge. I think at this time, we just need to hold tight. It's a first-degree felony.
Okay. Now, Ms. Castañeda, can you please ask Mr. Lopez if he has a device?
Mr. Lopez, ¿tiene usted un dispositivo?
Sí.
Yes.
Ms. Soto, do you have a report for him?
Yes, Judge, he does have his mobile device with safety check, Judge, and there's no violations.
Okay. And all right, well then he has 0 violations right now, Mr. Martinez, unless it's brought to my attention that he has any between now and then, because the felonies at intake, I'll push it out a little bit more. I'll have you come back on November 30th.
Yes, ma'am.
And that'll be at 9:30. And Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that his next hearing is on November 30th at 9:30, and if he can give you a phone number.
Mr. López, su próxima corte es el día 30 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Por favor, ¿me puede dar un número de teléfono?
Sí, es 956-258-3749.
956-258-3749.
Okay, let him know that we'll see him at his next hearing and he's excused.
Okay. Lo miramos en su próxima corte y se puede retirar.
Ok, gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Martinez?
That's all I've got on this honorable court's docket, Judge.
Okay, have a good day.
Thank y'all.
Okay, Ms. Conant?
Morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have number 90, 91, 92, 93. State of Texas versus Brandon White.
Okay, and is Mr. White present?
He is. He's online.
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay, that is CR 20-08439-I, CR 20-08438-I, CR 20-03449-I, and CR 21-04938-I. Okay, what is your announcement, Counselor?
Well, we're still pending the felony, Your Honor. So this is just a status on the misdemeanors.
Okay, and Mr. White, do you have your device?
Yes, ma'am, I do.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do you have a report on Mr. White?
Judge, I don't have any record of him having the device. If I can have the name of the company, I believe last time he said he had obtained the device on his own. I do remember emailing him the vendor list on August the 31st, and I haven't received any information after that, Judge.
Okay, Mr. White, who do you have your device with?
So I have the device, but I just recently started a new job. I haven't gotten paid. I'm gonna get my first check next week, but I'll be able to pay for the service then. But I did look into the safeguard, I believe.
Okay. You need to already be on that device, Mr. White. And so, and I admonished you the last time that you needed to have already been on that device.
Yes, ma'am. I understand. It was just a little bit of a financial situation, but I can borrow the money and get it done as soon as possible.
Okay, you have 48 hours to get that device connected to one of the approved vendors that is listed with the probation department. What is your phone number?
Area code 321-460-6131.
Okay, so if you get with Miss Soto, give her a call. She does have docket this morning and this afternoon. If you do not have the email where she has the approved vendors that she sent to you, then you need to get with her because you have 48 hours to get that done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so then I'll see you back here on November 2nd.
Oh, Your Honor, I did have a request from the court. Mr. White's new job that he just got is sales for an energy company, and he's required to travel throughout the RGV. And he wanted to ask permission to go to the other counties. In the RGV.
Give me one moment. Mr. Williams, can you turn off your camera while you're smoking your cigar, please? You are in court. And when it's your turn, I expect that you will not have that cigar on, sir.
Yes, of course, Your Honor, and I wasn't going to have it on, but I didn't realize that you could see me while I was, yes, I apologize, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Conant, I'm sorry, go ahead.
As I was saying, Mr. White has a new job with Eros Energy, and it's sales. And he's required to travel right now throughout the RGV. He said they might require him to go north for some jobs. And he wanted to request permission to be able to travel for his job.
Okay. Until he gets that device, then I'll consider allowing him to travel. So the sooner that he gets that device, you can let us know and I'll put him on the docket sooner than November 2nd.
So,
Okay.
Excuse me, ma'am, for a quick question, I just have to contact Ms. Soto and then you'll put me on the docket to discuss me being able to leave the county?
Yes.
Okay.
But you have to have that device and Ms. Soto has to verify that you have that device, okay?
Okay.
So, Your
right.
Honor, when he gets the device, I'll just call the court and ask for the next setting.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. We'll do
For
that.
now, I'm gonna put you down for November 2nd at 9:30, but we'll move you up.
All right, thank you.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, I have no further business. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Good day.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Mr. Jaramillo?
Good morning, Your Honor. Victor Jaramillo, standing in for Rudy Moreno.
Okay,
I have
and what
number 56 on your docket, Omar Hernandez Nava.
Is Mr. Nava present?
He should be under Omar Nava.
Sí, aquí está.
Okay, and that's CR 21-00098-I. And what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we just received the plea offer this Sunday night, and we still need to review it with Mr. Nava. We're just asking the court for some time.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have an updated report on Mr. Nava?
Your Honor, the report for the past month indicated he has 2 late tests. He does have his mobile device with SoberSense.
Okay. This is the second admonishment for Mr. Nava, Mr. Jaramillo, so he is going to be fined. Ms. Castaneda, please let Mr. Nava know that this is the second time that he's been admonished. Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that this is the second time.
Oh, she was on mute, Judge.
Oh.
Mr. Nava, esta es la segunda vez que le voy a llamar la atención.
¿Me puede decir por qué?
That he has 2 late tests, and the last time he had missed tests and late tests.
Porque tiene dos pruebas perdidas y la última vez también tenía.
Ay, yo no, a estas veces de las pruebas yo no he perdido ninguna.
I have not missed a test.
Tengo un correo electrónico que le mandé al muchacho del SoberSense de la máquina
I have an email that I sent to SoberSense.
y no me contestó. Le mandé
Didn't answer
mensaje
me.
porque tienes que hacer cita para ir a verlo a donde está él y no
You
me
have to make
contestó.
an appointment to see him.
Me dijo que él me iba a regresar la llamada y no me regresó llamada.
He said he was going to return the call and he didn't.
Y ahí yo tengo el correo electrónico que le mandé y decía que no le podían llegar los correos, que tenía 560 y tantos correos electrónicos que no podía recibir.
He
Y
had over 560 emails that he had not received.
puedo ir a hablar con él, ¿qué pasó con eso? Porque yo no
I can go talk to him to see what happened.
he hecho todo bien como me están diciendo.
Ms. Soto, what's the test that he's missing? Which is the
Yes.
time frame?
On September the 13th, the morning test, the 6 to 8 a.m., he took it at 12:57 p.m. And then on September the 5th, the 6 to 8 p.m. test, he took it at 10:58 p.m.
Okay. Let him know, Ms. Castañeda, that the morning test on September 13th, he missed the morning window and took that at 12:57 p.m.
Okay, el día 13 de septiembre perdió la ventanilla de la mañana y usted tomó la prueba a las 12:57.
And then on September 5th, he missed the 6 to 8 p.m. test and took it at 10:58 p.m.
Okay, y el día 5 de septiembre perdió la ventanilla de 6 a 8 de la tarde y tomó la prueba a las 10:50. 58.
Pues voy a hablar con la persona esta, voy a tener que hablarle ahorita y preguntarle, porque
Well,
yo
I'm
no.
going to call this person and ask.
Okay, ask him, is he saying that he took the test during 6 to 8 a.m.?
¿Está usted diciendo que tomó la prueba de las 6 a las 8 de la mañana?
Sí, siempre tengo mi.
Yes, always.
Yo entro a trabajar a las 7 de la mañana.
I go
A las
into work
7
at
de la
7
mañana,
a.m.
Yo me voy a trabajar, siempre la hago.
Mr. Jaime, I'm going to give him one opportunity. I don't see how he's testing hours later and saying that he's testing at that time. I don't know if it needs to be recalibrated. I just don't see how it's not marking at that hour.
Sure, Your Honor. Thank you. I'll get with him and see what's going on with that.
I'm going to go ahead and set you on November 2nd at 9:30. And if you accept the plea offer, then let us know and we'll move you to the afternoon docket.
Yes, Your Honor. We'll let this court know.
Okay, and Ms. Castaneda, ask him for a phone number.
Mr. Nava, ¿qué es su número de teléfono?
956-212-7666.
956-212-7666.
Okay. Tell him to return on November 2nd at 9:30 and to get with his attorney about those late tests, because the next time I will consider revoking his bond.
Okay. Su próxima corte es el día 2 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana. Por favor, manténgase en contacto con su abogado tocante esas pruebas perdidas, porque la próxima vez puedo revocar su fianza.
Okay.
Okay, he's excused.
Se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Your Honor, I also have number 26 on your docket, Francisco Guerrero.
CR 20-13555-I, and is Mr. Guerrero present?
He should be under Francisco.
Is he Spanish speaking or English speaking?
I'm not sure, Your Honor.
Mr. Guerrero? Francisco Guerrero? He's not connected to audio. Okay, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, we're still working on discovery on this case. We just received it. We could ask for a reset.
Okay, was the notice of appearance filed?
I'll check, Your Honor, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, we're pending that notice of appearance so that the name can appear with the clerk's office. Okay, so you've received discovery. When did you receive discovery?
I think it was 2 days ago, Your Honor. I'll check with my staff.
Okay. If you need a plea, if you need a recommendation for a plea, you need to email the state and ask them for that recommendation, okay?
Yes, Judge, I will do that.
Ms. Guerrero, is the alleged victim still wanting to move forward?
Judge, this is a domestic violence unit case.
Okay, I did see Ms. Saldana come in. Ms. Saldana, are you still with us?
Yes, I apologize, Your Honor. I just finished in the 430th.
Oh, that's okay. Okay, do you have an announcement on this case?
I'm sorry, Judge, what number was it?
26, Francisco Guerrero.
Judge, on this case, I've not had a chance to speak with defense counsel. In this case, if we could get a short reset so that way I can reach out to him and see if we can get this case resolved.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else, Mr. Jaramillo?
Yes, Your Honor, I have number 12, 13, and 14, Victor De Leon.
Okay, and is Mr. De Leon present?
He is not, Your Honor.
Okay, that's CR 20-02438-I, CR 20-05707-I, and CR 21-06355-I. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, Mr. De Leon just got indicted on a felony. He's set on that for November 12th. 10/12, I'm sorry.
Okay, and was he going to be showing up today?
He received the meeting ID and everything, but I don't see him on the
Okay.
field.
Mr. De Leon, is that you, sir, under the?
I'm right here.
Okay, sir. All right, and so then I'll have him come back on November 2nd after the felony date at 9:30 a.m.
Understood, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, you may, Mr. De Leon. We'll see you on November 2nd at 9:30, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a great day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Damian Orozco.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 88 on your criminal docket. That's the state of Texas versus Miriam Andrea Vallejo, CR 19-13622I, Your Honor. And she's also logged on, Your Honor. Our announcement for this morning is that I have conferred with Assistant District Attorney Guerrero in reference to our request for a plea to a different offense other than the theft. As Your Honor may recall, this client of mine has hired an immigration attorney. I've consulted with that immigration attorney. She's indicated to me that a deferred would be acceptable, except that it not be to theft, being that that is a crime of moral turpitude. And the district attorney indicated to me this morning that they're planning on staffing that, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. Wadenia, any additional announcement?
Yes, Judge, if we could ask defense counsel to reach out to our chief and interim chief at this time, Juan Arevalo, to discuss the case further with him.
Will do, Your Honor.
Okay. And all right, well then return on November 2nd at 9:30 and see if something's been worked out between now and then.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business. May I be excused?
Yes, you certainly may. And so
Thank
may
you,
your
Judge.
client.
Have a great day. Thank you, Judge. Stay safe.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Richard Gonzalez.
Good morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
Judge, I have numbers 53 and 54 on the docket this morning.
Okay. Okay, that's CR 20-01274-I and CR 21-05937-I, State of Texas versus Andrew Mondragon. Is Mr. Mondragon present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, this is a case that Ms. Saldana has been handling. I've been speaking to her, Your Honor. We've been here back and forth a couple of times in, I guess, the last couple of months. The alleged victim in this case, Your Honor, has yet to avail herself to the district attorney's office. It's my understanding in speaking to Ms. Saldana that they've sent her letters multiple times. She has not responded, Your Honor. And in speaking to my client from a while back, he had indicated to me that the alleged victim was no longer wishing to pursue charges. The DA's office cannot locate this victim, Your Honor. I guess all we can do is set up for a bench trial and see if she shows up.
Okay, Ms. Saldana, do you have any additional announcement?
Judge, the state, we don't object to a bench trial. We would just request 30 days to issue out the subpoenas. But yeah, so we have no objection to a bench trial, Judge.
Okay.
Your Honor, I would just ask, Judge, if we could have a shorter time frame than the 30 days. Like I said, this case has been pending for quite some time, Judge. We've just kind of been doing back and forth. I think 2 weeks is sufficient time to get a subpoena issued out. And Ms. Saldana should know if she's got a witness or not.
And I'll defer to the court on the time, Judge.
Yeah, I don't have anything sooner anyway, before 30 days. So, Ms. Rivera, can you give me a setting for a bench trial, please? At least 30 days out?
Yes, Judge.
It can be longer if necessary. I know we're packed.
Judge, would it be in the morning or in the afternoon, Judge?
Wherever we have room.
I would say the 9th of November at 11 a.m.
Okay, November 9th at 11 a.m. for a bench trial setting. And that is just on the assault?
Correct, Your Honor. I haven't really worked on the second case, and I'm trying to get this first one taken care of before I do something on that one, because I'm not too sure what's going to happen with this assault case.
Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and just set the duty on striking for a status at the same time on November 9th at 11 a.m.
Okay, not a problem.
Okay, anything else?
That's it, Judge. May be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Have a great day.
Yes, likewise.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, you too. Okay, Attorney Rene Reyes.
Morning, Judge. Rene Reyes. I'm here on number 50, 51, and 52. Luis Angel Mendez.
Okay, and is Mr. Mendez present?
He's logged in, Judge, under MOTO G-Play 2021. He's wearing a red t-shirt.
Mr. Mendez, can you hear us?
Yes, ma'am, I hear you.
Okay, so then we're here on CR 21-1696-I, CR 20-03390-I, and CR 21-1697-I, the State of Texas versus Luis Angel Mendez. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I'm asking for additional time. I did submit waivers of arraignment, but I made a mistake and I did not use your forms. I used a form that I have that's modified. And I've also received a recommendation from the state. My client is inclined to accept probation. So I'm asking for 30 days, Judge, so I can submit my waivers and work out the final details on the recommendation.
Okay, so then do you want to be set on the plea docket?
Please.
Okay, November 2nd at 1:30.
At 1:30. Thank you, Judge. Are we excused?
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, Attorney Tracy Evans.
Yes, Judge, I have number 73 and 74 on the docket.
Okay, that's CR 19-15955-I and CR 19-15954-I. State of Texas versus Miguel Angel Reyes. Is Mr. Reyes present?
Judge, yes, there he is, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we were set for status hearing regarding his drug test and the drug patch.
Okay, and do we have a report on that, Ms. Soto?
Judge, on this case, Judge, you instructed Mr. Reyes to report to the probation department every Monday to be drug tested, Judge. The first week, he was unable to report due to indicating that he was feeling sick. He did report on September the 14th, results were negative. He reported September the 20th. He was positive for THC. The drug patch collected from August the 13th to August the 27th, that one was positive for cocaine and marijuana, Judge. He currently has a drug patch on right now, which is set to be removed. I believe it's going to be October the 1st.
Okay.
And he has still to go in this week, Judge. He indicated that he's working and unable to go in this week or yesterday or today for drug test, Judge.
Okay, Mr. Reyes, what's the issue? Why didn't you show up yesterday?
Yesterday I couldn't make it because I told my lawyer that my car is not working, so I'm getting rides. And they just actually called me before court to go in tomorrow for the drug test. And they told me if I can go after, but I told them I gotta go right now actually at 11, and I don't get out till 1 in the morning.
Okay, so then Ms. Guerrero, what is the state inclined to do, ma'am?
At this time, the state's requesting that the bond be revoked on this defendant. This, I believe, when we were here last, he was suspected of tampering with the drug patch and he's failing to comply with court orders.
Okay. Ms. Evans, I think Mr. Reyes has already exhausted. He continues to test positive. He's had plenty of opportunities to try to clean himself up, and it doesn't look like he wants to clean himself up. I don't know, do you have a response as to what maybe, go ahead.
I know that he has a lot of issues going on. He is on AIP. He did contact me about 2 weeks ago stating that he had to relocate. I advised him to contact the probation department to advise them. So I know there's some personal issues going on behind the scenes. Not that that's an excuse, but.
Ms. Soto, and what about his, do you have a report with respect to whether he has been complying with his AIP conditions?
Judge, he did go in, let me see. He is complying with the IP. He did have a violation on September the 9th when they went by his home and he wasn't there, but he advised the field officer that he was working. Other than that, Judge, he is complying with AIP.
Mr. Reyes, you're walking a real fine line. I'm sure you like it better out here than it being incarcerated, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
So,
if I can only say that they actually checked on me before as well, the AIP. And like I said, I've been doing everything as well, and I know it doesn't look good, but I mean, it's already 4 weeks. I did the 4 urine tests, and the first one I came out positive for coke and THC. The second one, the coke was gone, but the weed is still there because the weed stays longer in the body. And I've been like I said, I haven't been doing nothing, but like I've been advising my lawyer. I have my personal issues, but I'm not using that to use anymore. I'm actually cleaning up.
when is his next patch? When is this patch coming off?
Friday, ma'am.
Hold on, Ms. Soto, when is this patch coming off?
It should be on Friday, Judge, October the 1st. And it can take about 7 to 10 days to get the results, Judge.
Okay. Ms. Rivera, do we have room to add one more person on October 19th?
Yes, Judge. I mean, that's fine, Judge.
I need to see let's see what these results yield, and then we'll see what we're gonna do with him. So come back on October the 19th at 9:30. And you need to report, Mr. Reyes. Are you going today or you're going tomorrow?
I'm going tomorrow at 9:30.
Well, you need to make it. And then you're gonna come back on October the 19th at 9:30, sir.
Yes, man. I can promise you things will look better from here to then.
Okay, Miss Evans, anything else?
That's all I have, Your Honor. May I be excused?
Yes, ma'am. Thank
Thank
you. Okay, Attorney Bob Steindl.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm here on number 2 and number 3 of your docket. Angel Barajas.
Okay, and is Mr. Barajas present?
Yes, Judge, he is present here.
Present.
Okay, and that is CR 1709810-I, CR 1604049-I, State of Texas versus Angel Barajas. Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, we were set to go on the trial on the assault. We were first up before the pandemic hit in Court 7. I believe that's where we were. So we're still, I guess, waiting for a jury trial on that. And Judge, we also had a pending motion, a suppression filed in 2019 on the DWI, and that was never, I guess it was taken under advisement, never ruled on. So I guess I need to file another one with this court and set that up for a hearing.
Okay, so yes, you would, I mean, obviously I wasn't privy to that hearing. So you would need to file an order setting hearing on your motion to suppress, indicate if it's in person or if you're waiving confrontation. And you're asking for a trial setting on the assault?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so I'm not going to be hearing any trials anytime soon because of our situation. So I'll have him come back on January the 20th
Okay.
at 9:30. And I'm gonna go ahead and set both of them at that time, just in case you don't get your suppression, your order setting hearing on that suppression.
Okay, if I get that in, Judge, that will be the suppression date, June 20th, or will that be a status?
No.
Okay.
January 20th is the status for right now. We will give you a suppression date on the on your order resetting hearing, depending if it's in person or if it's virtual.
Okay. Thank you, Judge.
Okay, and he doesn't have a device, right?
No, Judge.
Okay. All right. Anything else?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Okay.
Next,
Thank you. Yes.
Thank
You
you,
may
Judge.
be excused. Attorney Sonia de Ochoa.
Good morning, Your Honor. I'm on 81 and 82 of the criminal docket. It's the same client, State of Texas versus Juventino Sanchez.
Okay, CR 21-03-139-I and CR 21-03-138-I. And is Mr. Sanchez present?
Yes, Your Honor. He's Spanish speaking and he is present, I believe, on the second page.
Okay.
Or the third page.
What is he under?
His name, Your Honor, Juventino Sanchez.
I don't see him. Okay, Ms. Castaneda, can you please call out the name Juventino Sanchez and ask him to unmute?
Juventino Sánchez, por favor, ¿puede quitar su bocina?
Oh, there he is, Your Honor. He's unmuted. Oh, then he got muted. No, there he is.
Aquí estoy.
I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, we did submit the PTD. He was denied on the PTD. We just got an email this morning denying PTD. We're just asking for another reset for at least 30 days so that we can speak with the DA to see if we can get a recommendation on this case.
Okay, so for the rec, you can email the ADA and ask for a recommendation. And Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Sanchez?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check and he had 2 missed tests.
Your Honor, he had last time we were here, he did have some missed tests and some issues with testing late, and he did contact the the company for the mobile device. He went in person as well, and they were saying there was something wrong with his device. If you want to, we can put him on the record so that he can state where he went to.
Okay, Ms. Castaneda, ask Mr. Sanchez who he spoke to with respect to his device.
Mr. Sánchez, ¿con quién habló tocante su dispositivo?
¿A qué se refiere? Porque cuando me pasó eso, me hablaron del probation y dijeron, cuando yo hablé para el dispositivo, me dijeron que era el teléfono y ya había dicho eso la vez pasada con
When I
la
talked to
con
the
la
company, they
probation.
said it was the phone.
Okay, so it was the issue was the phone?
So era el teléfono, Mr. Sánchez?
Sí, era el teléfono.
Yes, it was the phone.
And did he get a new phone?
¿Tiene usted teléfono nuevo?
Puse uno que nomás lo uso aquí en mi casa, pero sí está jalando bien.
I used one that I only use here at my house, but it's working.
Okay, I'm gonna give him one last opportunity, Ms. De Ochoa.
Okay, Your Honor, I'll let him know.
And Ms. Castaneda, ask him for his phone number.
Mr. Sánchez, ¿qué es su número de teléfono?
956-923-1616.
956-923-1616.
Okay, so then you're going to wait for a recommendation on this?
Correct, Your Honor, since he was denied PTD.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have no more matter before this case. Can my client and I be excused?
Yes, Ms. Castaneda, please let him know that he is excused to come back on November 2nd at 9:30.
Mr. Sánchez, su próxima corte es el día 2 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana y ya se puede retirar.
Gracias.
Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Parson?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 48 and 49 on your docket. It's Christopher Diego Marquez, CR 20-657-I and CR 20-06558-I.
Okay, and is Mr. Marquez present?
He
Yes,
is,
Your
Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I just recently received a response to our discovery request. I just need a little bit more time to review it and then talk with my client. I believe this case can be resolved, but just want to make sure that we go over that discovery with them. If the court would consider giving us a little bit more time.
Okay, Ms.
Buenos
Guarenia.
días. Tengo una llamada de ese número.
Okay, Ms. Guarenia, any additional announcement?
No, Judge, this defendant is PTD eligible as well.
Okay, Mr. Parson, he is also PTD eligible.
That's one of the things that we were going to discuss, the feasibility of him being able to apply for that program, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, then November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. I have one more if the court would allow me to bring that case forward.
Okay, Mr. Marquez, we'll see you on November 2nd at 9:30, sir. You are excused. Okay, what's your next case?
It's number 19 on your docket, Your Honor. And this one is Jorge Dominguez, case number CR 19-15181-I.
Okay, and is Mr. Dominguez present?
He is, Your Honor. He's under the name Jorge.
I'm here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, I have set up an appointment with Mr. Dominguez to come in and sign off on the plea paperwork this week. If we could get a short reset so that we could get that paperwork signed and turned into the court and the DAs.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Dominguez?
Judge, he has his mobile device with Lifesaver and he had 2 late tests. And also, he did make his payment to MAD in the amount of $200 on September the 3rd.
Okay. Mr. Dominguez, you just paid a hefty fine to MAD, and now you're still late on your test, sir. So you can't be doing that. So why are you testing late?
One time I wake up late, and then next time I was at work, I think, and I had put an alarm, but I just turn it off and I forget. But that's the only time that I.
Okay, but you can't be doing that, Mr. Dominguez. If the testing windows are not working with your work schedule, you need to get your work schedule to the probation officer so we can adjust your testing windows.
I know.
Because even if you're on probation, you're gonna end up having to continue testing. So I don't want you to set yourself up for failure, okay?
Okay.
So what is your phone number?
956-598-0163.
Okay, so then I have October 5th. Is that too soon?
We should be ready to go on October 5th, Your Honor.
Okay, October 5th at 1:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have today. May my client and I be excused?
Yes, you may. Okay. Attorney Hector Hernandez?
Morning, Your Honor. Hector Hernandez here. I'm here on number 84 on your criminal docket. State of Texas versus Jose Silva. He should be here on the screen somewhere. The cause number CR-20-02-357-I.
Okay. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, back in April, I discussed this case with the ADA, Melissa Lozano. She had recommended that the case could be dismissed if my client took a defensive driving class, had a clean UA, and had proof of valid driver's license and insurance. He's in the process of taking the defensive driving class already. He was trying to do it last night. There was some technical issues, but that should be completed this week. The clean UA, Your Honor, should not be a problem. My client is drug-free. The issue that we're having, though, is that he's currently dealing with DACA, and he's been unable to obtain a driver's license because of that, because he's still going through the process. So he's not purposely trying to hold up the court or anything, but that's kind of one of the issues we're dealing with. So I'm hopeful that if he has a short reset, once he finishes defensive driving, and if we take a clean UA, maybe the state will reconsider the issue about the driver's license, because that's of no fault of his own.
Okay, so how much time are you requesting?
Respectfully, Your Honor, we're asking for at least 30 days. If something can be resolved sooner, of course, we'll inform the court.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor, for your time and consideration. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
I'll take care.
Okay, Attorney Jonathan Almanza?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jonathan Almanza regarding number 77 and 78 on your docket. Luis Miguel Rodriguez. And my client is present, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-01591-I and CR 20-01590-I. And that is Luis Rodriguez. And Ms. Rodriguez, please announce yourself.
Right here.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Yes, Your Honor, we just got the plea documents. My client was accepted into the mental health court. He didn't meet all the requirements. So I just got the plea documents this morning. I'm asking for a 30-day reset so I can go over the terms of the mental health court and the plea with my client. And then we can go ahead and execute those documents if.
Okay, any additional announcement from the state?
Nothing from the state, Judge.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have with this court, Your Honor. May me and my client be excused.
You certainly may.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. Attorney Dwayne Grave?
Good morning, Judge. Judge, I have Brody Hayden, number 33 on the docket. There is a video, I think, prosecutors are trying to get from the police department The original copy was corrupted.
Oh, okay. Okay, and I'm sorry, what number were you on the court's docket?
Number 33.
Okay. Ms. Wadenia, do you have any additional announcement on that?
Yes, Judge, this was the case where the video quality of the DVD was really bad, and we are working with the PD to get a new video sent over to us. They told us that we should get that in by Thursday. Once we receive it, we'll let defense counsel know that so that they can submit a new USB.
Okay, so then would November 2nd be enough time, or do you need longer than that?
Judge, that should be sufficient time.
Okay. Then let's see if you have it by November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, Attorney Stephen Ortiz. Stephen Ortiz.
Yes, Your Honor.
Judge, my name is Dan Longoria. Stephen Ortiz is my client.
Okay. I was like, I hadn't seen that attorney's name before. All right. And Mr. Longoria, what number are you on the court's docket?
Your Honor, I believe I'm number 58. It's CR-21-04925.
Okay, and what is your announcement?
Your Honor, I discussed the proposed plea agreement with my client yesterday. He's accepted it. And so I would ask for a little bit of time so I can get the paperwork and sign him up.
Okay, do you need longer than October 5th?
It won't take me long to sign him up. It just, you know, that should be fine with me.
Okay, October 5th at 1:30.
Yeah, 1:30. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's it.
Okay, you both may be excused.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Attorney Judith Cantu?
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 24 and 25 on your criminal docket.
Okay, and that is CR 21-04499-I, CR 21-04500-I, State of Texas versus Samuel Gonzalez. Is Mr. Gonzalez present?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, we're set for a status hearing. The state was awaiting his completion of an anger management course to dispose of this case. I've submitted that to the state.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez?
I need to refer to co-counsel.
Yes, Judge, we did receive the anger management course today. We will be filing a dismissal on this case, so this case can be disposed of administratively.
Okay, then I'll go ahead and set a tickler for October 8th, just to make sure that the dismissal is submitted by that time.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we have. And that's for both cases, correct?
Yes.
Yes, that's correct.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor. That's all we have. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank
Okay. Good luck to you, Mr. Gonzalez. Okay,
Thank you,
Attorney
Your Honor.
Armando Guerra?
Yes, Your Honor. Good morning. I'm here on number 34 on your docket.
Okay, CR 20-05745-I, State of Texas versus Aaron Hernandez.
Mr. Hernandez is present on Zoom, Judge.
Mr. Hernandez, can you announce yourself, please?
Hello.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, we're trying to get a DWI court. The state had asked us to get them a letter of experience. And that's just to prove that all claims were satisfied, if any, at all, because it was a crash into a tree. So we just need some additional time to get that accomplished, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Hernandez?
Yes, Judge, he has his interlock device with Smart Start and there's no violations.
Okay, Mr. Guerra, do you need longer than November 2nd?
November 2nd should be enough, Judge.
Okay. November 2nd at 9:30.
9:30. I have nothing else before this honorable court. Just may I be excused?
Yes, you and your client may be excused. Oh, Mr. Hernandez, I just need an updated phone number for you.
956-780-0079.
Okay, you and your client may be excused, Mr. Guerrero.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Thank you. Attorney Lauro Trejo?
Good morning, Judge. I have number 60 and 61 on your docket. My client is in my office, Eric Perez.
Okay, CR 211408-I, CR 21059448-I. Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, my client has been offered the drug court program and he's accepting that. I'm not sure if we will, this court will take that plea or does this case need to be transferred?
It'll be transferred to, he's been accepted then, correct?
It's been offered, Judge, so he would have to apply for that program. It would be the same application, the PTD indicating for drug court, and if he qualifies, then he would be approved.
Okay, so Mr. Trejo, he has to go through the process first of applying. If once he's accepted, then he'll be transferred.
Okay, thank you, Judge. We'll submit an application.
Okay, then in that case, come back on November 18th at 9:30. I'll give you a little bit more time to see if, I don't know how long they're taking with those decisions.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have. Maybe excuse?
You certainly may. Okay, Attorney Richard Garza.
Good morning, Your Honor. Richard Garza here on behalf of Mrs. Gradiola. We're number 39 and 40, Judge. I do see in one of the cases that Mrs. Melissa Canales is still showing up. I was talking with your staff. They told me that I haven't been shown as, I was appointed on both cases out of number 2. And the cases were transferred over your court, Judge. So I just wanted to address that issue first.
Okay. Well, do you know, what we've been experiencing is that when they have another defense counsel on there, then they're requiring for you to file a motion for substitution.
Okay.
And then you don't need to do an order setting hearing, just do an order granting. And then once that order granting is signed, then you have to file your notice of appearance. And I don't know why that's the steps that they're asking us to take, but once that's done, then they'll replace your name on there.
Okay. The only reason I was saying this because these cases had been set for trial for some time over in the other court, and they were transferred over to your court, Judge. But I will follow the court's instructions on that case.
Yeah, I don't know why either, to be honest with you, but okay, so that's CR 1813811-I and CR 1800628-I. And is Miss Lara present?
She should be on, Judge. I have been.
Spanish speaking, is that correct?
She speaks both languages, Judge. English and Spanish.
Okay.
She does.
All right, Gladiola Lara, are you present?
Good morning, Your Honor. Yes, I'm here. Thank you.
Okay, so then what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, the court had set us down for a status with reference to her results on her Guardian interlock device, and the court wanted to see if they had the numbers, I guess, had gotten better. She's been pregnant all this time on a high-risk pregnancy, but she had a lot of misses and so on and so forth.
Okay, so she is currently still pregnant?
No, she's had her baby already, Judge.
Oh, she had the baby? Okay.
Yes, she did.
Okay, the issue that we're having right now is that she's apparently taking all her tests at the same time, but I'll let me hear from the probation department.
Judge, yes, her mobile device was sober sense, and the report from September the 1st to September the 27th of 2021, I noticed that she is taking all 3 tests at the same time. Example would be, let's say for September the 22nd, she's taking her test at 12:30 a.m., 12:33 a.m., and 12:37 a.m.
Okay. So that's the issue that we're having right now, is that Ms. Lara, when you have testing windows, you have to test throughout the day during those windows, not back to back. You have to do it during those time periods. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm going to give you one more opportunity to test during those windows.
Okay.
Not all at the same time. So you have to do it during those windows. Are you clear on what your testing window times are?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So I'm going to have you come back on November the 2nd at 9:30, which is a little bit more than 30 days. That'll give me a report whether you're testing during your correct windows.
Okay, will do. Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is a current phone number for you, Ms. Lara?
956-609-2262.
Okay. So anything else, Mr. Garza?
I have nothing further at this time, Judge.
Okay, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you. Y'all have a good day.
Likewise. Attorney Alberto Osorio?
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
Good morning, sir.
We're here on number 79 on the court's criminal docket.
I'm sorry, Mr. Osorio, I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now, Mr. Judge?
A little better.
Okay, I'm here on number 79 on the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Michelle Rodriguez, which is the first status hearing this morning, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 1806526-I. And is Ms. Rodriguez present?
I can see her logged on, Your Honor.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Rodriguez, can you please turn on your camera? Okay, Ms. Soto, what is the updated report on Ms. Rodriguez?
Judge, she has her mobile device with SoberSense, and I have been working with her. We have been in communication. And her report dated from August the 23rd to September the 23rd of 2021. She did have 3 missed tests, Judge, and she also had an alcohol reading on September the 19th. It was a 0.05. She did keep retesting, Judge, up until 10:57 p.m., and it was still a fail.
Ms. Rodriguez, I mean, Ms. Soto, remind me, this is her second admonishment, is that correct?
Correct, Judge. She already made a payment to MAD on August the 2nd, so she's already made a donation in the amount of $200 to MAD. This
Ms.
probably
Rodriguez,
the third one, Judge. I'm sorry.
this is your third admonishment, Ms. Rodriguez. And obviously, if you're having alcohol readings, ma'am, I mean, I don't know if you're having problems with alcohol. And you cannot be having any missed tests, and you cannot be having any type of alcohol readings. At this time, I'm gonna have to consider whether or not I'm going to revoke your bond, Ms. Rodriguez. You're on mute.
Yes, I'm sorry, I saw that.
And you can only speak, wait a minute, you can only speak if your attorney gives you permission to. So that's on you, that's up to you, Mr. Osorio.
Ms. Rodriguez, at this juncture, I'd be very cautious with what you're going to say. My advice to you would be just to not say anything, but if you truly feel compelled that there's something you want to share with the court, I'd be very, very careful with your words.
Okay, yeah, I would still want to.
Go ahead.
Okay, as Ms. Soto said, I was in contact with both her and the SoberSense, which is the device that I have. The night in question, I was having issues with my device, and I literally took it. I think the gentleman for SoberSense said like 16 times, like literally back to back, because I didn't understand why it wasn't going through. And in the following day is when I saw the email showing me the results to it. And I spoke with him for a good while regarding it, and I know that he reached out to both me and Ms. Soto regarding it. I did speak with her as well. I was on it, like I really was, because I had no idea why it was coming out like that. And
okay, hold on, Ms. Rodriguez. This is about, I'm more concerned about the alcohol reading. You're not supposed to be drinking.
That's what I'm talking about, ma'am.
So you're telling me that you had no alcohol in your system when you blew into that device?
That's correct, ma'am. And like I said, I retook the test back to back for over 30 minutes. It had like 19 or something like that, he told me. It had multiple pictures. I was literally taking it.
Alcohol readings don't just appear out of the blue, ma'am.
No, I understand that, but that is the one I'm talking about in question.
Yes, but you know, if I put you under oath right now and I ask you that question, whether or not you had drank any alcohol and you blew, and then I come back and find out that you didn't, I can not only arrest you for violating your bond, I can also, you know, have charges brought against you for perjuring yourself. So don't look at me and tell me that you didn't have any alcohol in your system when you blew into that device. Okay, don't think that just because we're on Zoom that I don't have the remedies afforded to me in order to bring you in and incarcerate you. I still have everything available to me to bring you in and incarcerate you now. And this is your third admonishment. I've been more than patient with you because of personal issues that you've had in your life. Now you need to be forthcoming with this court. I would have more respect for you and your situation if you would be honest and just say, you know what, I had a bad day that day. I had a breakdown. I had something. And I'm sorry, I turned to alcohol. I have a problem or whatever. I'd have more respect for that than for you to say, I had zero alcohol in my system, but yet somewhere out of the blue, the device read alcohol. Come on, Ms. Rodriguez. You know, that's not acceptable. That is not acceptable. And you know that very well. Don't be telling me this just because we're on Zoom, because we could very easily change that for you and be in person. If you value your freedom, you need to act like you're valuing your freedom. And you know very well that you drank that day. You know you did. So, Michelle, you're running out of options. And you know that I've been very patient with you. And your attorney knows I've been very patient with you. So, I'm going to have you show up in person on October 5th at 1:30. I need you to be prepared to turn yourself in at that time. Mr. Osorio, she will be reporting to my courtroom.
Okay.
My staff is temporarily back at this time. You can appear via Zoom or you can appear in person.
Okay,
it's up
Judge.
to you.
Okay,
Ms.
thank you.
Rodriguez, you will be appearing in person on October 5th at 1:30, and I'll give you an opportunity between now and then to get your affairs in order to be ready to turn yourself in at 1:30, at which time we will be considering revoking your bond. Okay? All right, so we'll see her on October 5th at 1:30 in person.
Thank you, Judge. That's all I have before this honorable court. May we be excused?
Yes, you and Ms. Rodriguez may be excused.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Ray Rodriguez.
Good morning, Your Honor. Good morning, Judge.
Good morning.
I'm here on number 87 on your court's docket, Judge, State of Texas versus Aubrey Tamez. He is present as well, Your Honor.
Okay, Aubrey Tamez, CR 1908268-I. Is Ms. Tamez, please announce yourself.
Good morning, Judge.
Okay, what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, this is a status hearing, Judge, and I am requesting announcement and trial dates. I don't know how Hidalgo County is working announcement and trials, Judge, but that's what we're requesting at this time.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what's the updated report on Ms. Tamez?
Judge, she has her mobile device with SoberSense. She had 3 missed tests and three late tests. I did receive an email from her indicating that the time I believe that she missed her 3 tests, She had misplaced her device.
Ms. Tamez, did you find your device?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Ms. Tamez, you heard my admonishments to the previous defendant. You've
Yes, I
already
did.
made your donation. This is also gonna be your third admonishment, isn't it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I'm not gonna deal with this, Ms. Tamez, because you not doing what you're supposed to do is gonna be a hindrance on the community. But you didn't have any alcohol readings this time. So don't have any more missed tests or any late tests. Do you understand me?
Yes, ma'am.
You've already made a donation,
Yes, ma'am.
and I don't think you can afford to continue to be making donations, Ms. Tamez.
No, ma'am. I cannot.
So, Mr. Rodriguez, do you have a plan for disposition on her yet?
We just need an announcement and trial date, Judge.
Okay, trial dates, okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so I'm gonna have to continue to monitor her. She'll return on November 2nd at 9:30. Trial dates will not be given until next year, quite realistically. My staff is only back temporarily there, and that's a whole other issue, but I am not prepared in that court to have any trials. So
Understood.
we won't be having any until next year. So, I mean, but because she does have a device, I have to continue to monitor her, but, okay.
Absolutely.
So we'll have her come back on November 2nd at 9:30.
November 2nd, 9:30. We will be there, Judge.
Okay, Ms. Tamez, what's an updated phone number for you?
Same one, ma'am. 361 area code 343-2085.
I expect 0 violations next time.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is that all?
Yes, that's Your Honor. Thank you very much.
Okay,
Excuse
thanks.
me.
Yes, you may.
Thank you.
Okay. Attorney Rick Palacios? Mr. Palacios?
Good morning, Your Honor. Eloy Hernandez standing in for Mr. Palacios.
Okay.
Your Honor, we're here on, I believe it's number 67, 68, 69, and 70, Lluvia Regalado.
Yes, sir. Okay. That is CR 1505320-I, CR 20-11161-I, CR 20-08139-I, CR 21-07391-I. And is Ms. Regalado present?
Yes, Your Honor, she's present on Zoom.
Okay, I see her raising her hand.
Yes, Your Honor, I apologize. She recently got released from the hospital and is in a nursing home right now, so she's in some pain right now. Your Honor, Ms. Regalado has a felony case in the 92nd that we're set for court on next week. We're still trying to see if we can resolve it in that particular court, Your Honor, with the possibility that perhaps maybe some of these cases here in your court could potentially get either dismissed or unadjudicated. We're respectfully asking the court for some additional time on these matters, Your Honor. I anticipate we'll probably be getting a reset in the 92nd next week for at least a couple of weeks. So if about 30 to 45 days would be possible, we would appreciate it.
Okay. That's fine. November 18th at 9:30. Does she understand English?
Yes, she does, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and allow her to be removed.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so then November 18th at 9:30.
At 9:30. No problem, Your Honor. If we are able to resolve the felony prior to that, we'll advise the court and the state.
Okay.
Thank
All
you.
right, anything else, sir?
No, Your Honor, may we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney David Williams?
Good morning, Your Honor. David
Good
K.
morning.
Williams here for number 57 on the court's docket this morning. Mr. Joshua Andre Ortiz. It's CR-21-04008-I. And he is
Okay.
here with me.
Okay. And what is your announcement?
Your Honor, this was a case we were hoping to have a dismissal today. However, he has to take anger management classes, and he's scheduled to take those not this coming week, but the week after. And he's going to be able to wipe out the whole block of all the classes in that week, the way they're scheduled. That will be at Apple Recovery. He's doing that, which is an approved vendor, and then which the state had said would be okay. And then he was supposed to take a UA, and that obviously was supposed to be a negative UA. He indicated to me it had been more than 30 days since he smoked, so he was expecting a negative UA, and it came out either borderline or positive. It came out negative for everything except THC, but it apparently came out borderline or positive for THC. I've not yet had an opportunity to talk to Mr. Nguyen to see if he would entertain the idea of letting him retake the test or take a series of tests to show that he is negative now. And so I don't know if the court might be able to give us 2 weeks or a month so that I could talk with the state to see if they'd still entertain that, or if they're going to move on to the next track of pursuing the case again.
Okay, so Mr. Nguyen is not with our court anymore. He transferred
okay.
out to court 4. So you would need to speak to Ms. Guerrero or Mr. Ramirez
Fair
about
enough.
this case.
Great, I will do that.
Ms. Guerrero, do you have any additional announcement on this?
Yes, Judge. We would allow the defendant to retest, but within the next 2 weeks. And
Very
if
good.
he comes out clean, then we'll proceed with the dismissal after we receive the anger management certificate.
Thank you. I appreciate that greatly. So does the defendant. And
Okay,
thank
so
you,
he
Your Honor.
needs to finish those classes and he needs to retest within 2 weeks. And then you'll come back on November the 2nd at 9:30.
Understood. Thank you, Your Honor. Having
Okay.
nothing further before this honorable court, is there anything else the court needs before it excuses us?
No, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. Stay safe.
Okay. Thank you, likewise. Okay,
Thank
let
you.
me just, Miss Regalado, can you hear me? Okay, you're excused, ma'am. You're excused. So you can go ahead and remove yourself. Okay? You're excused. Okay, so Attorney Reggie Richardson?
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning.
I have, let's see, before you, I have number 4, I believe.
Sí, bueno, madame, que me da una chancita para acabar aquí.
Hold on real quick.
Marlene.
There we go. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm sorry. What number?
Number 4, I think.
Number 4? Yes. Okay, CR 20-2664-I, State of Texas versus Francisco Barroso. Is Mr. Barroso present?
Yes.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, we did begin the PTD document process. There is a correction that needs to be made, Judge. If we could just have a little bit of time just to make that correction and then submit accordingly.
Okay. November 2nd at 9:30.
Very well.
Okay,
May
anything
he
else?
Yes, may he be excused?
Yes, he
I have
may.
one more matter. Thank you, Judge. And then I have number 55, Your Honor.
Okay. That's CR 19-16007-I, State of Texas versus Debbie Murillo. And what is your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. We had previously discussed this case with the court with regard to the pending suppression on file, and the court had asked that I confer with my client with regard to waiver of confrontation. We have decided to proceed in person, Judge, whenever the court can accommodate that suppression hearing.
Okay, so on your order setting hearing for the motion to suppress, just indicate that it'll be in person, and that'll let us know when it is that we'll be scheduling it. That will be more than likely a date in December because I will be borrowing a courtroom.
Oh, okay. I had advised my client it would be further down, but if we can get that before, that'll be fine. And would the court prefer that I just submit a new OSH with that language?
Just that it'll be in person, unless the order setting hearing that you have on file says in person.
Right.
Then you would need to file a new one, an amended one.
I'll check on it, Judge, and if we need to, we'll just refile it.
Okay, so then I'm just gonna go ahead and just set a tickler for October 8th, just to make sure that it's been set for you.
Very well.
Okay, and that'll be all. Anything else?
No, Your Honor, that's all I have before you. May I be excused?
Yes, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Jose Antonio Solis.
Morning, Judge.
Good morning, sir.
I'm here on number 38 of your docket, Mr. Olegario Hinojosa. I do see him logged in.
Okay, Mr. Hinojosa, can you please announce yourself?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, and that is CR 20-4690-I. What is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, a couple of days ago, the state sent over a recommendation on this case. I just need a little bit of time so I can discuss that recommendation and the discovery with Mr. Hinojosa. And at that point, I'll be able to notify the court how we're going to proceed on this.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge. I'm also here on number 22, Mr. Christian Galvan. I do not see him logged in, Judge. This individual was previously deported, so I'm not sure if he was able to log in.
Okay, that is CR 20-05006-I, Christian Galvan. Okay. Do we have an ISI out on him already?
I don't believe so, Judge, because we were trying to apply for the PTD in absentia while he was deported. So the court had allowed him to, had not issued an ISI on this. I did receive an email from Ms. Guerrero the other day that they want some proof of the deportation. I'm currently in the process of acquiring that documentation, Judge. So my intent today was to ask for a little bit of time to give the DA that paperwork that he was indeed deported.
I don't see a judgment ISI has been filed, Judge.
Okay. Because this is already the second or the third time that he doesn't appear. Okay. So, Mr. Solis, so you haven't been able to contact him to give him notice of the hearings?
Judge, my office has been sending him the Zoom information. He hasn't replied, so I cannot tell the court whether he's seen them or anything. But I did send him notice of today's hearing.
Okay. Well, if it hasn't been returned or anything, and it's been at the last known contact information, then this is, I believe, the third opportunity. So I'm going to have to get a nice, issue a nice eye out on him.
Okay.
Okay. Anything else on him?
No, Judge.
Okay. Any other case, Mr. Solis?
Yes, Judge. I also have Mr. number 62, Mr. Mauricio Posada, and I do see him logged in.
Okay. That's CR 21-01849-I, and is Mr. Posada present?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and what is your announcement, Counselor?
Judge, this case, we're attempting to get an ADR. Mr. De La Fuente, who is in charge of those, he's indicating that this is one of the cases that he expects a disposition in the next few weeks. He's just asking for a little bit of time on that, Judge.
Okay. Do you know if that'll happen, Mr. Solis? Because that was the same announcement the last time.
Yes, Judge. Without going too much into detail, there's been health issues with Mr. De La Fuente and myself that has delayed this. That's all I can share, Judge.
Okay, so is November 2nd enough time?
Yes, Judge, definitely.
Okay, November 2nd at 9:30.
And the lastly, number 94 is the same announcement, Judge, Mr. Zamora, and I do see him logged in as well.
CR 1814577-I, Alejandro Zamora. Mr. Zamora?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And so on that one, you're going to see if they're going to reconsider on the ADR?
Yes, Judge, Mr. De La Fuente did indicate that at some point he had staffed this case before it was transferred. After the transfer, he wanted to staff it again. And for the same reasons, Judge, he hasn't been able to do so.
Okay, Ms. Soto, what's an updated report on Mr. Zamora?
Judge, he has his mobile device with safety check and there's no violations.
Okay, Mr. Zamora, can I get a phone number, please?
956-272-6769.
Okay, so we'll leave the same date of November 2nd at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
No, Judge, may we be excused?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Stay safe. Thank you.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Edna Cedillo?
Hi, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning.
27 on the court's docket.
CR 21-01281-I, State of Texas versus Ana Margarita Gutierrez. Is Ms. Gutierrez present?
She should be on, Judge.
Is that her? Was that her in the hard hat?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe she's, yes, there I see her. You're on mute, Ms. Gutierrez. There you go.
Hi, how you doing? Good morning.
Okay. And then what is your announcement, Counselor?
Your Honor, on this case, Judge, we're going to be requesting a jury trial.
Okay. So then we'll have you come back on January 20th at 9:30. Hopefully by then, I'll have a better indication, but just to let you know that because I don't have a courtroom that is safe for jury trials right now, it probably won't be until I'm in the new courtroom. Okay.
Judge, if I may.
Yes, go ahead.
We have been in contact with the victim in this case, and she is unsure on whether she wants to pursue charges. So if we could get an earlier setting, that way we can talk with the victim again to see how she wants to proceed. Possibly she might be wanting to drop the charges, but we want to verify with her.
Okay, November 18th at 9:30.
Thank you, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor. Having no further business before the court, Your Honor, may we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Alvarez.
Good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Al Alvarez.
Yes, sir.
Judge, I am actually on number 4 and 5 on the court's docket. I'm sorry, 5 and 6 on the court's docket. Arturo Burgos.
Okay.
He's a DWI. We had today's a status conference, but there was a nice that was granted on September 9th. And we were asking the court to recall the capias because we had substituted in for, or we thought we had for Mr. Jaime Hernandez.
Okay, and is Mr. Burgos present?
It should be on the.
Okay, that request will be granted.
Okay, thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Soto, do we have a report on Mr. Burgos?
Judge, he has his mobile device with Smart Start, Judge. I did run a report from June the 30th to September the 27th, Judge, and he has 53 skip tests.
Is this his first admonishment?
I believe so, Judge, yes.
Okay. Does your client understand English, Mr. Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr.
I believe
Burgos,
so.
do you understand English? Okay, Ms. Castañeda, please let him know that he has skipped 53 tests.
Mr. Burgos, ¿tiene usted 53 pruebas perdidas?
And that is unacceptable.
¿Y eso no es aceptable para la corte?
This is his first and final warning.
Esta es su primera y última advertencia.
And if he has any violations by the next hearing, I will consider revoking his bond.
Y si tiene más violaciones para la próxima corte, yo puedo revocarle su fianza.
Había tenido problemas con el aparato.
I have problems with the device.
Tell him then he has to immediately make arrangements with the provider.
Entonces tiene que hacer usted contactarse con el provider del dispositivo.
Y ya lo cambié. Lo que pasa es que andaba trabajando retirado de aquí el
I
estado
changed
y
it, but I was working out
ya te agarré uno nuevo.
and I got a new one.
Okay, well, we'll see how his tests are by the time he comes back. Okay, what is the phone number for him, please?
¿Qué es su número de teléfono?
956-358-7135.
956-358-7135.
Okay, and let him know that his next court hearing will be on November 2nd at 9:30.
Su próxima corte es el día 2 de noviembre a las 9:30 de la mañana.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. Alvarez, any other case?
No, Your Honor, that's all we have.
Okay, sir. Y'all have a
Thank
good
you, Your
day.
Stay safe.
Likewise, Attorney Hector Bustos.
Good morning, Judge. I got number 76 on your criminal docket, Judge.
Okay. CR 20-638-I, State of Texas versus Kiara Roberts. Is Mr. Roberts present?
Yes, Judge, he is present, Judge, via Zoom. If you recall,
Okay.
Judge, this is a case where we attempted to put him in pretrial diversion, but given where he resides, Judge, that was proved to be burdensome. I've spoken to the supervisors of the state of Texas, Judge, and I don't think at this moment we can come to an agreement in regards to disposition of this matter. Is there any way we can set it up for a status hearing in 2 weeks, Judge, and that if we can't come up to an agreement by that time, we can set up for a trial date if the court would allow us to?
Okay, November 18th at 9:30.
Very well, Judge. My big excuse, Your Honor?
Is that all you have?
That's it, Judge.
Okay, yes, you and your client may be excused.
Thank you.
Attorney Dan Sanchez?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Okay, and that's CR 20-04717-I, State of Texas versus Mohammed Abu Jamesa. And what is the announcement, Counselor?
Judge, I need a motion to suppress setting for this case.
Okay, has the motion to suppress been filed?
I believe it has, Judge. Let me
And,
verify, but I'm pretty sure it has.
okay, and on the order setting hearing, do you know if you indicated if it was in person or if you were waiving confrontation?
I would like for it to be in person, Judge. I'm not waiving confrontation.
Your Honor, it hasn't been filed.
And I filed it's a motion that has discovery and suppression and everything else. I can make sure I filed a specific motion for the court on that.
Okay, so then your client will be coming back from overseas?
He will, Judge, at whatever point we need to do the suppression hearing. I'm concerned about suppression hearings being done by Zoom and not in person.
Okay. Well, file your motion to suppress, and on the order setting hearing, just indicate that you're wanting in person.
Okay. And
And-
when are you setting them more or less, just so I can let my client know?
In December, but I know your client is in different circumstance. So we have a few that we're setting in December in person.
Judge,
So that's, yes, go ahead.
if I may, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Judge, we do have a docket full of suppressions in December. We can have one January the 20th at 1:30 if you'd like, Your Honor. For suppressions, or we also have January the 18th for suppressions in the morning.
Okay. Probably 1:30 would be better for him. So yeah, just go ahead and submit your order setting hearing and put the setting of January 20th at 1:30 and that you're wanting it in person.
Okay, January 20th, 1:30 p.m. in person. Okay.
And then I'm not sure, I know that you took over this case or you substituted in, but just to let you know that the discovery motions also, the request for discovery hasn't been filed yet.
Okay, I'll make sure that all that's done, Judge. Now, did the order Granny, my substitution gets signed?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir, it's been signed.
Okay, because I didn't technically get notice of today's hearing from, I guess the notification, whatever. So I just wanted to verify that it was signed, but that's fine. I'll get everything filed and set for the 20th at 1:30, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you.
yes, sir.
That's all we have. May we be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you.
Okay, Attorney Jose Osuna?
Good morning, Your Honor. Jose Osuna for the record. I'm here for Miss Elida Diaz. The numbers on the docket are 15, 16, 17, and 18. Those are CR 21-0521I, CR 20-04779I, CR 20-04778I, and CR 20-04777I. Your Honor, Mr. Bravo is in charge of this case, and he's been working tirelessly to try to find a rehabilitative centric solution for Ms. Diaz. She needs some help. Oh, and I'm sorry, Your Honor, Ms. Diaz is present. Ms. Diaz, can you acknowledge yourself, please?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, thank you. Yes, Your Honor. And ultimately, he has gotten a tentative yes for mental health court. So we are asking for some time to allow that process to play out. In the meantime, however, we are anticipating a negative report. So we anticipate having to address that, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Soto, can you please give me the updated report on Ms. Diaz's device?
She has her mobile device with Lifesaver, Judge. She did have 4 skip tests, 5 late tests, and an alcohol reading on September the 10th at 11:39 p.m. It was a 0.049. She did retest again at 12, and it was a 0.045, Judge. And there was no retest after that.
Okay, so Ms. Diaz, I had already previously admonished you for 8 skip tests, 10 late tests, and 2 previous alcohol violations. You were ordered to pay a donation to MAD as a result of those violations, ma'am. Now you have 4 skip tests, 5 late tests, and also another alcohol reading. So, I mean, there's obviously an issue there with alcohol.
May I speak?
Only with your attorney's permission.
Ms. Diaz, I think it's better if I speak on your behalf.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And we have studied the reports, and they're not inconsistent with alcohol use. I can't make a straight-faced argument for a false positive. The only thing we can offer is, and obviously I would start off by saying that we don't minimize the court's order or anything like that, and we're offering this only in mitigation, is as part of Mr. Bravo's efforts to try to find a solution for Ms. Diaz, he has conferred with Tropical. She is being seen by Tropical. Part of her diagnoses include PTSD, bipolar, severe dependence on alcohol and substances. So I guess, so at the end of the day, Your Honor, we would just ask that the court consider the possibility that these acts aren't in defiance of the court, but rather related to a medical condition. And again, we're not asking that they be excused. A court's order is a court's order, but we would like to offer that in mitigation. She has been diagnosed as having a level 3 disorder. And I don't presume to be an expert, but that does appear to be, she does have severe needs, Your Honor. So we would just humbly ask for any consideration the court might be willing to give because of these circumstances.
And I understand, and a lot of times alcohol dependency does stem from mental health conditions. But it's also my responsibility to see that the community stays safe. So, Ms. Diaz, I'm going to have you report in person to my courtroom on October 5th at 1:30. And that'll be the time that I will decide whether or not I will be taking you into custody. And so that I will hold you in custody until you do see if you start mental health court. So you need to make arrangements to be at the courthouse on October 5th at 1:30. Mr. Osuna, someone from your office can appear via Zoom, or if you want to appear in person, you can.
Yes, Your Honor.
And at that time, I will decide whether or not we will revoke her bond or what it is that we'll do with Ms. Diaz.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, anything else?
I know I'm not making announcements on any cases that I'm in charge of. I will get with my colleagues just to make sure that we've addressed every case that we have on the docket, Your Honor.
Okay, Ms. Diaz, give me an updated phone number for you, please.
It's 956-715-2039.
Okay, ma'am. All right, then between now and then, you still need to be testing according to your testing windows. You can't miss a test and you can't skip a test. You understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You may be excused. Mr. Osuna, you may be excused. Okay, Attorney Samuel Reyes.
Good morning, Your Honor. I have number 85 and 86 on the court's criminal docket, State of Texas versus Sergio Sosa.
Okay, and is Mr. Sosa present?
Yes, I see that he's logged in, Your Honor.
Okay, that is CR 20-05785-I, CR 20-05784-I. And Mr. Sosa, can you please turn your camera on?
Yes, ma'am, I'm trying.
Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Your Honor, in this case, we are trying to get Mr. Sosa approved for PTD, and we were pending the drug test. He tells me that he's able to take the drug test today. So I'm asking the court for additional time to allow him to take the drug test and submit it, and we could submit our application.
Okay, Ms. Guerrero, any additional announcement?
So you would like the UA letter sent right now then so you can come in today for the test?
Yes, Mr. Sosa, that's correct. You're ready to go take the drug test today?
Yes, sir, that's correct.
Yes, then does he need to go to the DA's office?
Yes, it'll be on the 3rd floor with the probation office. I'll have a UA letter sent right now, but it has to be done by 4 p.m. today.
Understood. Mr. Sosa, do you understand that?
Yes, sir, I'm gonna go as soon as I'm done here. I'll be heading.
Your Honor, that would be our request, Judge.
Okay, then you can return on, does Mr. Sosa have a device?
No, ma'am.
Okay, November 18th at 9:30.
Thank you so much, Judge. That's all I have this morning, Your Honor. May I be excused?
You certainly may.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay, Attorney Javier Villalobos. You're on mute, Mr. Villalobos.
Judge.
Yes, sir.
Judge, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, sir.
Okay, sorry about that, Judge. I'm running around in different meetings. Judge, I have number 64, 65, and 66.
Okay.
Andrew Ramirez.
Okay, and is Mr. Ramirez present?
Yes, I'm here.
Should be present, Judge.
Okay, CR 20-03919-I, CR 20-01592-I, and CR 20-1593-I. Okay, what is your announcement, counselor?
On that one, Judge, we had a pretrial diversion denied. There's some offers on the table, but I guess because we have requested PTD, we didn't get the discovery. So I need to review it real quick before we decide on the offer.
Okay, how much time are you requesting?
As soon as they send me the discovery, I can take a quick look at it, see whether it's a drawable case or not.
Okay. Ms. Guardeña, do you have the request for discovery on file?
Let me review, Judge. Yes, Judge, I do see that discovery was sent on June the 18th.
Okay, Mr. Villalobos, do you need it resent to you?
I do, Judge. I don't have it.
Okay. If the state can please resend the discovery to opposing counsel?
Yes, Judge.
Okay, so then you'll come back on November 18th at 9:30, sir.
Sounds good, Judge.
Okay, anything else?
That is it.
Okay, thank you, sir. You have a good day. Thank you, Mr. Ramirez.
I report as well, right? November 18th at 9:30.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right, I'll be there.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Likewise. Okay, Attorney Sergio Munoz.
Yes, Judge. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Or good late morning, right? It's been a long one.
And what number are you on the court's docket?
Give me a second, Judge. I have two different clients, Judge. The first one is I have number 43 and number 44, which is
Okay.
Ivan Maldonado Lopez, Judge.
Okay, that is CR 21-03123-I, CR 20-02186-I. And is Mr. Lopez present?
Yes, Judge. I think he's present here. It says iPhone.
Okay, he's not connected to, is he connected to audio?
He's
Mr. Lopez?
connected.
Okay. I can't hear him. That's fine.
Judge, on him, I just wanted to advise the court that I did go over the recommendation with him, and he is expected, he is willing to accept it. I just need time to get the paperwork to review it with him and then sign him up for that.
Okay, sir. I have still a spot left on October 5th. If not, it would be November 2nd.
October, yeah, I'll shoot for October the 5th, Judge, so I can try to get it done quickly.
Okay, October 5th at 1:30.
Judge, if I may, Judge, client subject to probation, he does have a mobile device with Safeguard Solutions. And the report for the past month indicated he had 4 late tests and 10 skip tests. He did have 7 skip tests from September the 18th through the 20th. So I'm not sure what was going on there, Judge.
Okay. Mr. Lopez, can you unmute yourself? I think he's having issues with his audio because even when he unmuted himself.
Mr. Lopez, can you hear us?
Yes, sir, I can hear you.
Okay. So Mr. Lopez, on your device, you had 4 late tests and 10 skip tests, sir. You can't be late on any tests and you can't be skipping any tests. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Because if you do, then I will need to look at whether or not I'm going to be revoking your bond. So if you don't want that to happen, you need to be doing what you need to do as far as testing. Do you understand that?
Yes. Can you hear me, Your Honor?
Yes, I can.
Well, can I speak?
Only if your attorney allows you to.
Mr. Lopez, I think, you know, you heard the admonishment of the judge just on the device, and just make sure that you comply, et cetera. I know that we're trying to get your case resolved, and we should be able to do that by October the 5th if we get all the paperwork and everything done.
If there are issues, Mr. Munoz, with his testing windows, because he's probably going to be staying on that device for a little bit, then just have him get with Ms. Soto with his work schedule.
I will do that, Judge.
Okay. Other than that, then we'll see you on October 5th at 1:30. Mr. Lopez, do you have a phone number, an updated phone number, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
956-867-3586.
3586?
Yes, 3586.
Okay. All right. Anything else on Mr. Lopez, Mr. Munoz?
Nothing further, Judge.
Okay, then you may be excused, Mr. Lopez.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, and what other case do you have?
Judge, and just number 89, Christopher Walls. I think he's here on the Galaxy.
Okay, CR 21-00479-I. Okay, Mr. Walls, you're present? Okay, and what is your announcement, counselor?
Judge, just on Mr. Walls, Your Honor, I did go over the discovery with him, and we have decided at this point to go forward. So we're asking for a pretrial date.
Okay, so then since it'll be a trial setting, then I'll have you come back on January 20th at 9:30, at which time I hope to have dates for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Just so you know, because of my situation with my courtroom, Mr. Munoz, the reality of a trial setting in our court probably will not be until mid, like summertime next year or in the fall.
Okay.
All right, because I have to wait for my trial settings to happen till I get into the new courtroom. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
all right. So then, but I'll have them come back on January 20th at 9:30. Hopefully I'll have some dates for you at that time so you can prepare.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, anything else?
Nothing further, Judge. May I be excused?
Yes, you both may be excused. Okay, Attorney Rick Canales? Okay, he might still be in federal court. Okay, Attorney Juan Alvarez. Juan Alvarez?
Yes, Your Honor. You calling my case, Your Honor?
Yes. What number are you on the court docket?
I do not know the number, Your Honor. It's hold on, please. I have Jonathan Escobedo. It's CR 20-03349-I.
Number 20, Your Honor.
Okay, CR 20-03349-I, State of Texas versus Jonathan Escobedo. Is Mr. Escobedo present?
He should be, Judge. We sent him the Zoom ID. I hope he's there.
I only have a Galaxy A12 and it doesn't look like that's Mr. Escobedo. Do you want an opportunity to get in touch with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. Do you have any other case?
Yes, I do have. I also have Jairo Elud Castor Escobedo.
Jonathan Escobedo, he was there, he logged out, and he was logged in for a long time, we kicked him. So he was
Okay.
there, I will check.
What other, I'm sorry, do you know what number that is?
I do not, Your Honor. The cause number
Read on your document, Your Honor. Number 8, Your Honor.
20-10880.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, CR 210880-I, State of Texas versus Jairo Castor. Is Mr. Castor present?
Your Honor, it was our understanding, he's not on, Judge. My understanding, the state was going to dismiss this case. Ms. Guerrero was going to dismiss, submit a dismissal.
Your Honor, we did file the dismissal. It was filed on, I show the 27th, and it was accepted, but it has not been signed.
Okay, so has it been forwarded to my queue?
I believe it. But if it was filed yesterday, we should be receiving it this morning if it hasn't already been in our queue.
Okay, then I'll look for it so I can sign the dismissal on it.
You can log in because he logged in.
Call him right now.
Okay.
Your Honor, and Mr. Escobedo, my understanding, he was logged in, he's been logged on for a while, but I think he was kicked out because that's what he told my secretary, Mona. She's trying to get a hold of him now, but he was logged on this morning.
Okay, well, he needs to get back in because I don't kick anybody out unless they're being disruptive, so. All right, so I'll go ahead and give you an opportunity to contact them. Okay, Galaxy 812, what is your name, sir?
My name, ma'am, Jovan Castillo.
Okay, who's your attorney?
Rick Canales, ma'am.
Oh, okay, he's still in federal court, sir, so.
Yes, ma'am, he is.
Okay, go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and take a quick 5-minute break. I'm gonna give my staff an opportunity to contact Mr. Canales to see if they're gonna release him, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, we'll be off the record for 5 minutes. Mr. Escobedo, can you hear me? Mr. Escobedo, can you hear me? Okay, Mr. Alvarez.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Escobedo looks like he's having some issues because he was frozen. Oh, there he is. He's
Yes.
freezing up on the screen. Okay,
Yeah.
but it's CR 20-03349-I. Okay, what is your announcement?
Yes, Your Honor. He's a good candidate for pretrial diversion. He just needs to get an occupational license. In order for us to apply, so he just needs a little bit of time to get that occupational license. He's gonna contact our office so we can work on that procedure first, and then apply for the program.
Okay, so then he's gonna be applying for an occupational license then.
First and foremost, yes, before we can apply for the pretrial diversion. That's correct.
Okay. I'm gonna give him some time. I'll have you return on October 18th at 9:30, but he needs to apply before then.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Escobedo?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, all right. Then we'll see you on November 18th at 9:30.
November 18th. You said October
Yeah.
18th, Your Honor.
Yeah, I'm sorry
November-
about that.
Yes, Your Honor. And just for clarification purposes, Your Honor, I will be out of town on the 18th. I won't be returning until after Thanksgiving. I leave on the 14th, 13th, actually.
Well, we can do November 2nd.
Oh, perfect. Yes, I'll be here.
Okay. All right.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, but that does have to be in before then.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, did you all get any response from Attorney Rick Canales' office?
Yes, ma'am, they did advise they'll be on in a minute. They were given the Zoom ID number.
Okay, well, he's on. Someone's on from his computer, but he's still in federal court.
Judge, if I may, on this case, Mr. Canales had reached out to me to see if we could possibly do jail time on this case. I did respond with an offer, so we are in communication with the case, but we haven't reached an agreement yet.
Okay. Then I'll go ahead and allow y'all to continue talking, and we'll have you come back on Mr. Castillo on November the 2nd
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
at 9:30. And just let your attorney's office know, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, so far I have number 22. And then did anybody report for number 23? They didn't say anything on this. Okay, so I have 22, 23. What about number 35? Okay, so then I have 35. What about 41 and 42? Who's the attorney on that?
I don't see that a notice of appearance has been filed on that case, Judge.
So we recalled the KPS because he appeared on his own, or what happened?
Judge, I believe the state requested the NICI to be recalled.
Okay, so does this person have an attorney assigned to them?
No, sir. No, ma'am, it doesn't show.
Okay. All right, then we'll assign the next person on the wheel.
Understood.
Number 47. Nobody made an announcement on that case. And no one showed up by that name. What about number 75? Is there an attorney appointed? Oh, I'm sorry, no. That went with number 76. Okay. Can you all, on number 75, check to see that, that Mr. Bustos has filed his notice of appearance?
No, ma'am, I don't see one.
Okay, let him know that he needs to. Okay, that's all I have.
Yes, ma'am.
So you can call,
Yes, ma'am. Cristian Ignacio Galvan, Christian Galvan, Christian Galvan, Edward Gamboa, Edward Gamboa, Edward Gamboa. Belinda Hernandez, Belinda Hernandez, Belinda Hernandez. Dylan Marker, Dylan Marker, Dylan Marker. Oh, that's it.
okay, are all those the no-show defendants? Okay, what does the state say of those no-show defendants?
State requests that a judgment nisi be granted, a capias issued, and all bonds forfeited for these no-show defendants.
Okay, that'll be so granted. That concludes this morning's docket. Let me stop